legalizes.com.
This is your 420 Radio News for Monday, October 7th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. Romania legalizes medical marijuana, becomes the 10th EU country to do so, from Huffington Post. Authorized medical patients in Romania may now use marijuana to allay their pain under new provisions in two of the country's narcotic laws. Romania legalized medical marijuana this week, becoming the 10th member of the European Union to do so, according to local reports. Currently, possession of marijuana is outlawed throughout the country. Though recreational marijuana use is still to be prohibited, derivatives of the plant can now be used to treat certain medical conditions such as epilepsy, cancer, and sclerosis. The Czech Republic, France, and the Netherlands are among the countries in the European Union that have legalized the use of medical marijuana products. Colorado mom visited by Child Protective Services for treating son with cannabis. This from New York Daily News. Sierra Riddle learned a year ago that her son Landon, 3, had an aggressive form of leukemia. Age 3. Doctors in their hometown of Salt Lake City began the standard treatment of radiation and chemotherapy, which took a heavy toll on his little body. In January, Landon began taking liquid forms of THC and CBD, two compounds found in cannabis. Miraculously, his cancer began to retreat. Landon went off chemotherapy in early July and continues to take his 4 liquid capsules of cannabis compounds per day. Last week, local news reports showed Landon as a happy, healthy-looking little boy running and playing as any 3-year-old would. But doctors are concerned that stopping Landon's chemo treatments may put his life in danger. After a Colorado doctor threatened to report Riddle for refusing chemotherapy for Landon, a human services agent showed up at her doorstep last week, CBS Local Denver reported. Riddle told CBS she has not missed any of Landon's scheduled appointments, but refuses to put him back on chemo unless his situation turns dire again. Quote, "I just want to say no matter what, I am not going to give him chemo, but I'm not going to risk losing him either," end quote, she said. "I'm not going to push it that far." Researchers find chemicals in marijuana could help treat multiple sclerosis, from medicalexpress.com. Multiple sclerosis is an inflammatory disease in which the immune system attacks the nervous system. The results can be a wide range of debilitating motor, physical, and mental problems. No one knows why people get the disease or how to treat it. In a new study published in the Journal of Neuroimmune Pharmacology, Tel Aviv University doctors demonstrate that some chemical compounds found in marijuana can help treat MS-like diseases in mice by preventing inflammation in the brain and spinal cord. Besides THC, the most plentiful and potent cannabinoid in marijuana is cannabidiol, or CBD. The Tel Aviv researchers are particularly interested in CBD because it offers medicinal benefits without the controversial mind-altering effects of THC. The researchers took immune cells isolated from paralyzed mice that specifically target and harm the brain and spinal cord and treated them with either CBD or THC. In both cases, the immune cells produced fewer inflammatory molecules. The researchers concluded the presence of CBD or THC restrains the immune cells from triggering the production of inflammatory molecules and limits the molecule's ability to reach and damage the brain and spinal cord. Black employees more likely to report drug testing at work, from businessinsider.com. Black employees are significantly more likely than white ones to report working for an employer that performs drug tests, according to new research from the Yale School of Medicine. The finding was true among both employees working in executive administrative roles and for those in technician support occupations. Previous research has shown that black workers are more likely to report working in an office that conducts drug tests. Becker and his co-authors wanted to find out if that was due to discrimination in drug testing practices or because racial and ethnic minorities were more likely to work in jobs that conducted drug tests. What the authors found was that 48.2% of all respondents indicated that drug testing occurred at their workplace. Within those, however, 63.6% of black workers reported working for an employer that drug tested, as opposed to just 45.9% of white employees. Humboldt reacts to drive to legalize pot, from thetimestandard.com. As marijuana legalization advocates prepare another statewide ballot measure, the question remains, will Humboldt County get on board this time? The last time California voters weighed in, most of Humboldt County gave a resounding no to Proposition 19. Southern Humboldt saw 65% of voters oppose the measure, followed by Fortuna at 63%, Willow Creek at 59%, Eureka at 53%, and McKinleyville at 51%. This has been your 420 Radio News for Monday, October 7th, 2013. I'm Russ Belville. When we come back, we have video from High Times magazine featuring Bobby Black and Cheryl Schumann discussing vaporization with Geraldo Rivera on Fox. You're listening to The Russ Belville Show on 420radio.org. We'll be right back.